Again, welcome to the Fed Talks to all of the retailers watching this. We've got a really exciting episode of our Christmas podcast series, the Fed's 12 Days of Christmas today, and it's on the lottery scratch cards, which is for convenience retailers like yourselves. It's crucial throughout the year, but it gets really strong at Christmas. So we're going to be talking to Karl Southworth from Camelot, who operate the National Lottery, and one of our Manchester-based members, Costcutter operator, Shumaila Malik. So let's introduce you to these guys and get going. So Karl and Shumaila, first of all, welcome to the Fed Talks. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is a debut for both of you. So before we dive into lottery and scratch cards at Christmas time, let's do some intros. Karl, can you tell us about your role at Camelot? And then Shumaila, tell me about your store as well.
Hi, both of you, and it's great to be invited. So thank you very much on behalf of Camelot and myself. So I'm Karl Southworth. I've worked at Camelot for 5 years, and more recently in my current role as divisional sales manager. What that means is I look after the field sales team that go out and visit stores and Federation members, just like Shumaila's store.
Fantastic. And Shumaila?
Hi, I'm Shumaila, and my business is in Withington, Manchester. We bought it, me and my husband both up together. We've had it for 25 years, and we've had refits over the years and diversified, and we're now currently under the Costcutter ban.
Fantastic. Good to have you on. So to Karl, let's start with the basics. You know, lottery, Camelot, it's absolutely crucial to convenience in our retailers throughout the year, but it gets really strong at Christmas. So can you tell us about the winter period for Camelot? You know, when does it start, and how can our retailers really take advantage of it?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's really important for everyone in retail, and we're no different in terms of the National Lottery. And Camelot sales really do start to pick up at Christmas, but we don't do that on our own. It's down to how we work with retail partners. So Christmas kicks off back in September, so we're already well into it now. And that's with the launch of our Christmas scratch card range, with really popular games such as Frosty Bingo and the ever popular Christmas Advent calendar game. And these really accelerate footfall into store over the 8 weeks leading up to the Christmas period. And we know that 30% of our scratch card sales come from Christmas games over that 8-week period. So lots of players like our scratch cards, especially at the Christmas period time. So we've got to make sure that we've got them able to be on sale and the availability is high so people can have them as stocking fillers and put them in Christmas cards around that Christmas period time. In terms of making the most of the sales in store, we have our site stock sell program. So what we ask retailers like Shumaila is to make sure that you're following the program as you always do throughout the year, but maximising that availability and visibility of our products in store. You'll also get new scratch card point of sale to really call out the Christmas range. So make sure you've got that up to maximise the navigation to the scratch card range at Christmas. We know it doesn't really finish there in terms of the festive period on the day. It goes beyond that. But what we want to make sure is that your stock levels of Christmas products from the National Lottery are reduced after Christmas Day. So it's really important that in terms of activating cards, that on the Christmas Eve, you don't activate any new packs. That will help in terms of that stock management piece. Also, Christmas time, we've got more temporary staff working, etc. So we want to make sure that we also retail responsibly. So we ask you guys to make sure that you just double check and make sure we're not selling to anybody under the age of 18 years of age. That was my initial thoughts. So how about you, Shumaila? Any thoughts on what I've just said?
Yeah, I think in terms of responsible retailing, I think it's been a smooth transition anyway, because it's been easier, I would say, because of cigarettes already being 18. And so with the lottery now being 18 as well, I think it's easily be manageable. And as responsible retailers, we always tend to ask for ID if we're not sure, but we're quite lucky because we do know our local footfalls that come through as well. Yeah. And I think, you know, as many of our members out there and everyone, we are quite good in how responsible we are. So, and if anything, I think it's helped for you lot to move the age personally. So that's a good thing. The other thing I'd like to ask you, Carl, is anything on Christmas Lotto and Euro Millions event coming for the new year?
Absolutely. It's not all about scratch cards. There's another half of our business portfolio, which is draw-based games. And two of the main games, we've got activity around the Christmas period. So the first one is Lotto. We've got a £15 million must-be won event on Christmas Day. It's really exciting. People buy tickets on the approach of Christmas, so please do remind them that we've got a must-be won event on. It's important to note that around Monday the 13th, you'll start to get your POS in store. So make sure it's up in plenty of time to maximise the sales up to Christmas Day. And also, it's a must-be won event. So if the jackpot isn't won that night, the prize fund cascades to the lower tier. So lots more winners out there. So it's a really exciting time. And then after Christmas, we've got, apart from a really full tummy in my case, we've got another event to look forward to, which is our Euro Millions New Year's Eve events. So you'll get some further point of sale which you can put up with in stores, and that will help support the lead up to the New Year's Eve Euro Millions event. So that's the two main games that we've talked about. But you mentioned there as well, in terms of the age to play change that started off well back in April of this year. And just a big thank you to the Federation membership. Everyone's played their part to make sure that the change to 18 plus landed within stores. And we'll continue supporting retailers like yourself in terms of that responsible retailing message. That will further be enhanced by our Operation 18 Mystery Shopper program, which continues into the new year. So from myself, on behalf of Camelot, a massive thank you to the membership for making that big change happen so smoothly. And we continue to support you into the new year as well.
Fantastic. Karl and Shumaila, fantastic feedback to really help our retailers drive lottery this winter. Can you guys, Shumaila, can you tell us a bit? You know what I'm getting at. There's going to be hundreds of retailers watching this video, Shumaila. So if you could give one piece of insight of advice to these guys, what would it be?
Basically, it would be make sure that you're fully stocked with your scratch cards and your displays are all nice and clear and your point of sales are up. And don't forget to ask your customers, but make sure they've bought their Christmas ticket and New Year's. Win, win, win.
Yeah, exactly. It's really important that your customers are aware. So I couldn't agree more. So again, Karl, Shumaila, thank you so much for joining us. It's been amazing to have you on. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a fantastic Christmas as well. I hope it's a blast for you guys.
Thank you.
And you guys, all the very best for Christmas.
You too.
Again, thank you to Karl and Shumaila for joining us on the Fed Talks. That was another absolutely amazing episode, really interesting, lots of knowledge and insight shared to help you guys out this winter. We've got another brilliant video tomorrow, and it's a bit of a different one from what we have been talking about in the previous episodes. This episode's on merchandising tomorrow with the One Stop franchise. It's going to be a good one, so make sure you tune into that. Thank you for watching this one, however, and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.